Okay, so welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Question is Tyson Fury pricing himself out of this undisputed fight? Now, there's been negotiations going on, and obviously Bob Arum's just come out and said, it's not right. The 50-50, if it's in the UK, he's got a point, to be honest with you. And, if Fury too, if he's pulling out the 50-50, which he originally supposedly, agreed to, according to Mark Kriegel. Fury's, moving the goalposts. When I first heard this, I was like, 50-50. It's a 50-50 fight. That's 50-50. Usyk's got the belts. He's put himself in this position. He's on a roll. He's just beaten AJ twice. He's gone up in, status and, notoriety and stuff like that. Fury, coming off I didn't even watch the Chisora fight, to be honest with you, but I didn't really want to. But it was just a weird fight, but that's, not exactly a stellar fight to come off the back of. But nonetheless, I was like, that's a 50-50 fight. But then I thought about it, and I was like, wait a minute. Fury is by far, he's the bigger draw. Definitely far bigger in America. Not that plays a massive factor if the fight's not there. Maybe a little bit, who knows. But he's a bigger star globally, for sure. And that matters, Obviously, he's bringing one belt to the table. Usyk's bringing 3 belts. It's for the undisputed title, so the belts matter. The belts matter. Obviously, Fury's got that lineal title. If he wants to bring that up, I don't know. But belts matter. But I don't think he's pricing himself out. I think he's a little tentative about fighting Usyk just because of Usyk's foot speed, his intelligence, his IQ, and his mental games. Okay, Fury's getting match for match here for the mentality of Usyk. He's I don't think you can crack that nut, to be honest with you, and I think Fury knows that. And but nonetheless, I don't have an issue with him asking for more. It's probably the biggest fight, both of them. Well, it is the biggest fight they'll both ever be in. It's for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. I have no idea how much money they'll make, but I can only assume it's, I don't even know, tens and tens and tens of millions. So when you're dealing with that much, and you look at, okay, if I'm going to just, and you're giving let's just say 5%, that's, that could be 5%. Let's just say he offers 45, 55, even 5% could be like 10, 20 million. I mean, he's on the verge of, like, calling it a day soon-ish, couple of years maybe. I don't know. I don't see him boxing longer. I hope he does, but as long as he's intact, he's great for the sport. So I think he's more, he's a very cunning man, very crafty, very manipulative, and just a complete liar. I'll get sick of the lies. I'll be honest, I haven't really watched the Fury interview for a long time. I'll get sick of all the BS. But I don't have a big issue with him pulling his weight, because he's earned that right. He's a very marketable person, and he will dominate in terms of because he's Usyk's very charismatic, but he doesn't speak English that well, and that's not a criticism for him. I wish, can you imagine if Usyk spoke fluent English? Just showed up to the press conference and started trolling Fury. It's like, you piece of shit, like whatever he said to him in full English. That would be hilarious, and that would be, you could argue, a reason why, if this is a hypothetical, I'm not being serious, but you could give him a bit of more of a leg to be like, I deserve 50-50 just because of the charisma and energy he would bring to an absolutely outstanding press conference. That would be just going back and forth. Bob Arum would be like, turn the microphones off, get this guy off the stage. That would be a hell of a show. I obviously being serious, but that would be the only way I think Usyk right now could actually really demand, a 50-50, is if he had a full fluent English speaking language. And obviously that's not realistic, but like I don't think Fury's wrong to do what he's doing. What I do have an issue with is changing the goalpost, because if he's agreed to it then, and now he's seen, you know, USYK do what he's doing, and he understands the threat, he really does. I mean, we all do. And I think, you know, a big part of this too is like the style of the fight is probably going to be a very technical, complicated fight, unless Fury decides to maul him. You know, we'll get into a fight breakdown if the fight gets made a bit later on, but that's all I've got to say on this. I don't have an issue with Fury demanding or, you know, asking for more money. I think he deserves it, to be honest with you. You know, we do forget what brutal sport this is. You know, and you know, every now and then we're sadly reminded, if it's, you know, a brutal knockout or whatever it is, these guys put their life on the line, right? They do, in training camps as well. So when you're dealing with such a high purse, I don't have an issue with it. I really don't. You know, he's just doing what he thinks is best for him. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. I'm going to leave a little clip of what videos I've got coming, and shout out to the subscriber, I forget his name, Teebs, who was like, you know, we miss your fight breakdowns, and you know, a lot of people are here to see that. I hope so. I'm going to start doing a few more again. I'm going to be doing boxing videos. I've got a bunch of videos coming, all sorts of different stuff, a couple of stuff like the news. I'm going to be doing some trainer videos. I've got a video coming up on Breadman, and I'm going to do the yard beer breakdown and whatever comes to mind. So tune in, stay for the ride, and it's going to be a fun one. Boxing on the Edge. We're going to do this 2023. Have a great week, everyone. Peace and love. I'm out of there.
Boxing.
On the edge.